Does not shoot the three well, and they bury one off the dribble.
Martin hands it to Clayton to the center jump circle. Now the first offensive touch. And the Gators in the throwback home whites, the block F on each side of the shorts. White jersey, white shorts, blue letters and numbers, trimmed in orange. Clayton lost his dribble, finds Chinyalu right side of the lane. Dribbles down to the right low post, throws out of a double to Clayton at the top of the arc. Launches a three and ties the game. 3 on the shot clock when Clayton let it fly.
Huge shot from Walt. We were confused on that set play. Walt bailed us out.
51 straight games for Clayton now with at least one made three-pointer. His own record that only grows. 3-3 ball game. Washington catches on the left sideline. Quick bounce pass to the left low post. Here's Phelps, spins underneath Chinyalu, reaches for the rim, and he scooped it home on the left side.
Phelps he's got some spring.
Yeah, he does. Little zone here, half-court look for A&M. They'll do a lot of that tonight. Gators comfortably through it. Clayton, angle left three, blocked by Washington. Loose ball for Garcia. Sends it up the right side of the floor, and a blocking foul on Elijah Martin. A dribble drive here coming off the right sideline for Wade Taylor, who loves to penetrate. He's their leading assist man. And I beg your pardon, they're going to get Chinyalu for the foul and not Martin.
Walt on that last three-point attempt. He was feeling good from his first make and a little ambitious with that attempt.
He's always got the green light, that's for sure. 5-3 Aggies, Texas A&M ball baseline right. Taylor flips it into Payne on the right corner. Works baseline here, bumping into Chinyalu with his right shoulder. Turns into the paint, shoots, missed it, rebound Aggies. Out of there with it is Anderson, out of the Dominican Republic. Backs down Clayton, left side of the lane. Pumps, middle of the lane, at the restricted area, gets it up and in. 7-3 Texas A&M.
They are on the offensive boards early.
A very good rebounding team. They're also very good on the defensive end. They lead the SEC in scoring defense, holding opponents to 66.7 points per game. Clayton holding at the right side break. Sends a chest pass to Chinyalu, top of the key. To his left, the dribble handoff for Martin. He'll fire a long three and got it. Pair of threes for the Gators at 7-6 A&M.
Another tough three from Elijah. That was deep.
Good to see him get cooking here. He was 9 for his last 21. Anderson from the top of the arc sends it right side. Headband on. It's Phelps giving it up quickly. They'll find Payne at the top of the lane. Down the left slot. Drop step. Turns into a foul, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. They are going right to the hole here against the Florida Gators. And Pharrell Payne, a 57% free throw shooter, will get two here on the second foul charged to Ruben Chinyalu.
That's a big foul. Two quick ones on Ruben within the first 3 minutes. It's glad we've got Alex back tonight.
Condon about to check in. These are the two worst free throw shooting teams in conference play in the Southeastern Conference.
You know what's interesting about A&M, though, Sean, is their free throw defense is incredibly bad.
How do you have a bad free throw defense?
Somehow, teams are shooting nearly 80% from the free throw line against Texas A&M. They're shooting 69% from the free throw line against us.
Something you can't exactly work on in practice. Split the free throws for Payne. Yeah, the Gators are 15th in the conference in free throw percentage in league play. Texas A&M right behind them at 16th. So it's 8-6 Texas A&M. And it's Martin and Clayton breaking through on the half court. Eluding the half court trap. Clayton now, right side of the lane. 2-foot jump stop at the block. And he's tagged. And it's Garcia who popped him for the foul. Aggies have lost 3 straight, and they haven't had that in a while. They had a 5-game losing streak early last February. Now dribbles off the inbound catch over the top of the arc, hands it to Condon, knocked loose, saved by Martin, drives baseline right, but off the glass, he missed a point-blank shot. Rebound Texas A&M. Martin knocks away the outlet pass, but Taylor saves it in the backcourt. Sends it across the half-court stripe to Garcia. He'll hand it back to Taylor at the edge of the center jump circle on the left-hand side. Taylor moving to his left, fires a contested three. It's way off. Rebound Phelps under the rim. They offensive rebound at a high rate. Number 1 in the country.
100% right now.
Phelps, wing right, on the bounce here at the three-point line. Rises for three. Got it. 11-6 start for Texas A&M.
Phelps, 27% on the SEC play right now, and he's hit 2 tough ones off the dribble.
A whistle here. We got a clock problem or
maybe a double foul on Phelps and Condon?
Condon is involved, yes. Double foul.
A&M, they're playing like they've lost 3 in a row tonight,
yes.
Sean. I mean, they're playing with some confidence and fire.
So Condon and Payne each pick up a foul on the double foul. I kind of like this. I don't like a foul on Alex, but you know these two teams play very physical styles of basketball. The officials are trying to set the tone early, which we haven't seen all year in conference
I do
play.
like it, too. We had a foul on the previous possession on a walk drive. Let's keep it clean.
Inbound for the Gators. Finds Houck near the left elbow. Turns down the right side of the lane. Walled off by Anderson Garcia. Out to Richard for 3. No. Rebound tipped and won by Clayton right of the rim. Back out to Houck. A reset to Richard. Richard on the dribble, left angle. Dribble handoff to Martin. And a blocking foul is going to be called on Phelps. They're going to call this tight tonight. I mean, it's a foul. I'm not debating whether it's a foul or not. I'm saying that it's been more allowed than what we've seen.
I like the way the whistle's blowing right now. It's cleaner. They're going to see this in the tournament, too. It's probably going to be a tighter whistle.
Very good point. 11-6 A&M. Gators still on it here. 15 to shoot. Coming off a screen, Martin catches above the right high post. Flips it to Condon, top of the arc. Well, dribbles left, backdoor cut, and a catch on a bounce results in a Will Richard, Florida Dairy Farmers dunk of the game. Candidate.
That was beautiful. We took advantage of A&M's defense. We could talk about it at a next timeout, but I like that double backdoor cut.
18th dunk this year for Will Richard. Florida Dairy Farmers celebrating more than 35 years of building a strong and healthy Gator Nation. Into the right corner from Washington. They'll set up Garcia with a bounce pass. Garcia working the right side of the lane. Now stepping away to the wing. Shovel pass out. Tip right back to Garcia. Turns and hits a 3 with 2 on the shot clock. Oh my goodness, the lucky bounce goes the Aggies' way, and it's 14-8. That was a wing and a prayer right there. And so A&M shooting 71% out of the gate. Clayton out of a double, throws wing right to Richard. Entry pass toward the paint, stolen by Washington. This is a little reminiscent of what we saw on Tuesday. Phelps, sideline right, bounce pass to a slashing big to the rack, a layup missed by Henry Coleman off the bench. Rebound, outlet pass to Condon, turns and dunks it with 2 hands.
Condon, I mean, what a catch. Coleman was running hard, looked like he was going to pick it off, but Alex goes up over the top of it.
14-10 now as a result. Love the points in transition. Garcia bumping into Houck, lane left. Squares to the restricted area. Shoots. Blocked. Houck got a hand on it. Richard racing to the other end. Fumbled the dribble. Out of bounds. He got into some traffic below the free throw line. Lost the dribble. It'll be Aggies ball, length of the floor to go. First timeout of the first half. We went a little longer than normal. Some guys will be gassed in the timeout huddle. 14-19 to go first half. Houck and Condon in the low post for the Gators. Defensively here at the end to our left. Aberdeen's in for the first time. C.J. Wilshire is in for his first run for the Aggies. Taylor catches wing left quickly. Feeds Washington off the left side of the paint. Trying to bring Houck into the center of the lane. Spins, shoots a fader, and knocked it down. They can't miss. Everything inside of 8 feet's going in. 16-10. Break the half-court trap. Pass to Martin on the left sideline. He'll quickly give it up to Houck, top of the floor. Over to the right wing. Aberdeen on the catch, drives to the paint, patient, shoots in front of the cup, no good. Rebound, popcorns to the left baseline, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Elijah Martin.
The way that A&M plays our back cuts, just like to put a shooter in the corner because that corner guy takes the cutter, and I think you hit the corner, it's going to be a quick 3. We got the back door out of it earlier.
So would the shooter take the spot on the same side from the cut?
Yes.
Okay. Driving to the rim, Taylor, teardrop, no good. That rattled out. Rebounded by Condon. Outlet pass to Clayton. Clayton probing, comes across the floor left to right. Just above the right foul line extended. He gives it up now to Condon, top of the arc. Shoves it into the corner. Martin, 2-foot jump stop, out to Houck. Up top for a triple.
Yeah. That's beautiful right there. We hit the corner off the backdoor cut. Elijah didn't have quite as much room to shoot, but he's got an advantage in drives, and he puts A&M in rotation.
Out 6 of 15 as a starter from 3. Washington drives to the rim, jumps into the defender, and a foul is going to be called on Condon. His second. So Chinilu's got 2, Condon's got 2 now. And a second trip to the free throw line for Texas A&M.
Let's see how long Coach keeps Alex in there. We got Micah, who has not played yet tonight.
Yeah.
And here comes Micah.
Yeah. Washington to the line. Misses the front end. Micah's going to play in his 5th game now since coming back from the injury. His last game was his best. Season high 6 points, season high 9 rebounds at Georgia. Condon sits. Those 2 fouls. Handlock will be matched up against the vet Henry Coleman now. Second free throw. Good. Took about a week to get the second free throw in the air. 13 minutes to go in the half. 4-point lead again for Texas A&M. We're under 13 minutes left in the half. Hefner's in for his first run for the Aggies. He's been a starter at times. Aberdeen stopped by him on the elbow to the right wing. Martin for an open 3. Drano. Elijah Martin's got a pair of 3s here in the half, and the Gators cut it to 1. Off the high middle screen, Taylor on a pick and pop with Coleman. Coleman dribble handoff to the right side, and Hefner. Hefner bounce pass back toward the big, stolen by Handlockton and Clayton. Clayton brings it across to the left side. Clayton in traffic. Takes it left wing. Into Handlockton. Up top. Houck for another 3. Yo! And the Gators are rallying now to take their first lead at 19-17.
Balls hopping, Sean. We're getting into the paint, getting open quick kickouts.
7 assists already for the Gators on 7 made field goals. Pocket pass into Coleman. Down the lane. Layup good. Assisted by Wade Taylor. All tied at 19. Clayton driving down the right side of the lane. It's tripped by Washington, drawing a foul at 12:01. Sideline inbound upcoming.
Love the last 4 trips, Sean. We've been able to push the pace against A&M, and we've been able to break them down off of the dribble. If you get into the paint, collapse so hard, you have open 3s on the kickout.
Gators now shooting 64%. Aggies 58%. For 2 teams that play good defense, those are high percentages. 19-19. Pitch and catch. Houck to Clayton. Angle right 3. Back iron won't go. Cleared by Coleman. Aggies will find Taylor throwing it into the paint. Payne steps left of the rim. Missed it on a shot past Houck. Rebound Handlockton. Clayton will advance it through the left wing to the left baseline. Long bounce pass caught sideline right. Aberdeen drives to the goal. Kicks to Houck up top. Swing to the corner. Clayton open 3. In and out, no good. Rebound saved by Martin. Martin wing right for 3. Short. Rebound Handlockton. Up and in on second. Make it third chance.
We're making Texas A&M's defense look bad now. They're chasing us.
21-19, Florida. Subs waiting on both sides. Taylor, crossover dribble. Through the legs with it to the left foul line extended. Drives into the paint from the left angle. Lost the handle. Falls down. There's a whistle. And a traveling violation is called on Taylor. It'll be Florida basketball when we come back. This building is electric here early this evening.
The extended man-to-man, which we're seeing right here, and then he drew up a set play to take advantage of that switching, the switching wings from Texas A&M.
Gators just get it across half court with a pass to Klobjar, who's in for his first run. Thank you, Lee. Inside the huddle brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. Now Houck throws it back to Klobjar. Wing right 3. Side iron no good. Phelps scrambles to get the rebound, but throws it off of Handlockton and out of bounds. Down the sideline to our right. The Gators are way more assertive right now, chasing down Aaron's shots than what we saw in the first 4 minutes of the ballgame. So the Aggies can tie or take the lead, though, with Phelps up top. Ball deflected by Handlockton. Loose ball for Aberdeen. Lob to the rim. Lay in on the glass for Thomas Houck. There's a 3-on-1 break after the turnover. It's 23-19. Largest lead for Florida. Garcia picks up his dribble top of the arc. He needs a friend in a bad way. Houck all over him. Throws it wing right. Off the catch, a 3 on the way and way off for Jace Carter, the senior out of Titusville, Florida. 10:04 to go in the half. Gators to the other end after a rebound. Clayton, top of the arc, down the right slot, layup, blocked from behind by Garcia, and then fouled with his body. No, out of bounds. Beg your pardon, no foul, says Doug Schaus. Simply out of bounds, but last touch by the Aggies. Went off the leg of Garcia.
It's a great drive from Walt, though. He felt the pressure, and he had the lane. 50-50 whether he gets a foul right there, and it's blocked.
Aberdeen will trigger it right of the goal. Off the baseline. Throws out to Hauk, top of the arc. Dribble handoff to Klobjar. Angle right in our line of vision between us and the rim. Hauk hands it back to Klobjar. Klobjar driving kick to Clayton, swinging left wing Aberdeen. Bounces to the lane. Reaches for the rim and finger rolls it home.
Get a drive and a quick reversal. A&M is scrambling.
25-19. The scoring drought for A&M is 2 minutes and 23 seconds, but a blocking foul here called against Florida. And as Wade Taylor is ought to do, was it Taylor that put it on the deck? Might have been Jace Carter. Fouls on Aberdeen. It was Jace Carter driving. Condon checks back in with his 2 fouls. He replaces Hauk, who needed a rest. 25-19 Florida. Here's Carter. Give into Phelps. Spin move down the lane. Shoots, missed it. It's Payne. Got his own miss. Goes back up. Shoots, scores, and 1. Payne has been at the rim a lot here in the first half.
That was a physical rebound. You got to give it to Payne. I mean, that was a great effort.
Foul on Micah Handlockton. They only show Payne with 1 rebound. I got him for at least 3. He's got 5 points. 16 foul charge to the Gators in the half. And the N1 is off the mark. So a 2-point trip for the Aggies. It's 25-21 Florida lead in ball. 9:14 to go in the half. Aberdeen takes the dribble over the top of the arc. Chest pass to Condon popping out. Condon will bring it to the right side. Condon hands it off with 12 of the shot clock to Aberdeen. To Handlockton. They go high-low. Inside to Condon against Payne. Right of the rim. Up strong. Scored it. He muscled it in with 5 to shoot.
That was great. I mean, Alex looking like his old self right there.
27-21. And a drive to the rim. Draws a foul. Phelps was out of control. He scooped it up and hit the underside of the backboard. Contact will put him at the line to shoot 2 free throws. This one's on Will Richard. And so these will be attempts 6 and 7 in the half for Texas A&M. To your point about Kondo looking more like himself, how many misses up close did he have on Tuesday in his first game back? He was 1 of 7 from the floor.
1 of 7. Probably almost all of them were at the basket.
Yeah.
He wasn't sharp with his hands. He didn't have the feel around the rim, but there he gathered his feet. He had a pivot move. He had to go through contact. It's really nice.
Zurich Phelps to the line. First free throw is good. Phelps has 2 threes tonight. He needed them. He's 2 for his last 13 during their 3-game losing streak coming into this one. 27-22 as the Gators clear the second free throw. Richard holding in the right wing. Outside to Condon, dribbles over the top of the arc to his left. Backdoor cut, caught by Aberdeen. They read it and doubled it. Aberdeen pulls the dribble out to the left sideline. Works back toward the colors, slings it wing right for Klobjar. Klobjar spins, deep right wing into the paint, draws a pop as he enters the painted area. Obaseki might have gotten charged with this one. It is. So Obaseki's first. He just came into the ballgame. Manny Obaseki, who's seemingly been there forever at Texas A&M.
Minutes down this year.
Yeah. Suffered a pinky fracture back in the regular season last year when these 2 teams met in January. First free throw is good for Urban Klobjar, as they ruled that he was in the gather, which may have been a little generous. But he knocks down a pair.
We'll take it. It's a great drive from Urban. We're going to a little 1-2-2 right here.
All right. Let's see if we can't see how they do with their own game. Garcia will break it across the middle of the floor. Throws underneath. Yeah, they did just fine. Wide open was Payne catching a wide open dunk. 29-24.
Drive down the middle. Everything's going to be wide open.
Ty Golden was so upset. The ball kicked to him, and he threw an absolute missile to Condon to inbound it on the baseline. Looked like he was at Condon ballpark on that throw. Condon trying to go high-low, nothing there. Dribbles left wing, goes backdoor to Richard. Catch, layup, got it, and one. He basically goes right through the chest of Jace Carter on the play, and Will Richards got a possible three-point play when we come back.
Heads up play from Will. We can talk about what he saw coming out of the break.
Campaign to benefit the Ronald McDonald House Charities of North Central Florida. Meldon Law has been serving the North Central Florida community since 1971. And for every free throw the Gators men and women make it home this season, Meldon Law is going to donate $19.71 to the Ronald McDonald House. We're up to date now. 426 made free throws for the men and women at home. That's a donation of $8,396. Thank you, Meldon Law. Speaking of free throws, Richard at the line to complete a three-point play. Back to what you said prior to the break. What did Richard see in that last possession?
Took advantage of A&M's jumping, switching defense, and we've got two guards overloaded on one side. The wing guard cuts back door. The low guard takes that cut, so the guy in the corner is wide open for a shot or a backdoor cut if they see it, and Will's got two of them now.
And a three-point play there to make it 32-24. Payne at the top of the arc. Crossover dribble, spins, goes downhill on hand-locked, and he's a pain in the you-know-what so far in this one. Score that for Payne. It's 32-26. Payne's their leading scorer right now with 9 points. Richard catches sideline right. Two-man game with Condon. Condon sends it along the baseline. Corner left, catch and shoot. Aberdeen for three. Rattled out. Did everything but go in, and Payne's got the rebound.
What a pass.
Ball knocked loose. Payne saves it. Goes to the rim. Tried to dunk it. Lost the handle. Aberdeen spins it forward to Richard. On the break for Klobuchar and a three. No good. Opaseki rebounds it on the near sideline for Texas A&M.
Herb was too wide open.
Yeah, he was. 32-26. 6:53 to go. Bounce pass to Washington above the left high post. Coming to get it from him is Zarek Phelps. Zarek Phelps throws to Opaseki, wing right. Couple of dribbles here against Richard. Nowhere to go, really. 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot. Got to the elbow, manages a 15-footer. Back iron won't go. Tap out rebound goes to Richard. Turns, sends it up to Klobuchar. Ahead to Aberdeen. Attacks the defender in the rim, lays it up and in. Aberdeen quickly with a straight line to the cup to make it 34-26.
Great finish right over the top of Texas A&M.
Largest lead now for the Gators in the half. Subs on both sides after a timeout called by Buzz Williams.
Fly past that with the number of games we've got left.
Yeah, he's home free, if you will. Whether that's tonight or Wednesday or next Saturday. A&M ball out of their own timeout. Washington spins with the dribble, past the right elbow, down the lane. Layup tipped away by Will Richard. Grabbed by Condon. Clayton, one of the new players, back in for the Gators, and Elijah Martin's the other. Entry pass block left to Condon. Falling out of bounds. He swings and they go all the way back around the horn to Clayton, wing left. Wiggling, jump pass over the top and fumbled out of bounds. Left wing to right and off of Elijah Martin. The ball movement was pretty unbelievable.
It was great. The ball's been hopping. I mean, as soon as we put Texas A&M into a scramble rotation situation, we're moving it quick and they can't catch up.
Opaseki off of a high middle screen, hits a short rolling Anderson right of the lane. Takes Haupt down toward the block. Garcia goes block to block. Washington under the rim and a whistle, and he traveled with it. He got cut off, and Richard kind of forced him into the turnover. And A&M now has turned it over 4 times.
Will got beat on a cut early underneath the basket, but he did a great job recovering, put his body right up against him, and kept A&M right on the baseline.
34-26 still, and we're underneath 5:25 to go in the first half. Martin angle left. Opaseki guarding him with a little space. Pass to Hauck, top of the arc. Dumps it corner right. Richard for 3 off the catch. A little long, and a weak side rebound by Jace Carter.
There's the back cut that opens up the corner again.
Rising for 3. Taylor is way off. Rebounded by Martin. I mean, that wasn't even close. Taylor not shooting the ball from 3 well in conference play. 30%. Martin picks it up. Feeds Condon. Here's Coleman on his back. Now they double Condon here. Block left. Ball's loose. They knocked it out. Coleman's got it. His outlet pass stolen back by the Gators. Richard has it at half court to Condon. Send it wing right. Hauck for 3. Off the rim, no good. Carter's got another rebound on the defensive glass for A&M. Taylor crossover dribble. Stopped by Clayton. Made him give it up to Garcia, who hands it to Obaseki, who walks the dribble up between the rings at the center jump circle. Obaseki, tentative here against Martin, throws to Carter, wing left. Carter dribbles into the top side of the lane, reach for something, ball loose, and Condon trying to grab it as it's squirt off his fingers out of bounds, baseline left. To give you an idea about the pace here, even the officials are heaving for breath here at the 4:16 mark.
You think after this many games they'd be in shape, Sean.
I was talking to Steven Anderson about that. I said, how are your legs? And he said, pretty good. He goes, just kind of like running 3 miles every day. It's not wrong, but it is that time of year where everybody's grinding. So 6 on the shot clock, and A&M will inbound here almost in the coffin corner. They get it in off the left baseline. Wilcher finding Carter. Feed Coleman left of the lane. And he didn't realize the shot clock was about to go, and he threw it wing right and turned it over. Shot clock violation of the Gators now this season have forced 19 shot clock violations.
Been close a couple other times tonight.
Yeah. So A&M has now 3 turnovers in the last 3.5 minutes. They're 0 for their last 4 from the field. But the Gators haven't exactly taken advantage. They haven't scored Florida in 2:17. 4 minutes to play. Deep angle left 3. Martin is absolutely beautiful.
Wow.
He surprised everybody in the building with that pull-up. Taylor sends it out to Carter. He rolls it to the right low post. Coleman working against Haylockton. Long way for a right hook. It skips off the rim. Rebound Garcia to Carter. Scoop at the rim. No. Whistle. And a foul against Texas A&M on the rebound scrum. That'll take us to the under 4 timeout.
Then also talk to his guards when Texas A&M has the ball in the post. Don't ball watch the post moves and just watch the ball go up the rim. Make sure you're blocking out the guards.
Handlocked misses the front end of a 1-and-1 coming out of the timeout. We will see you back here at the broadcast position in just a moment. Inside the Huddle, brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. 11-point lead for Florida. Largest lead on either side, 37-26. Payne grabbed on the arm as he put his back to the goal right side of the lane. And it was the help defender coming down to help Handlocked. It was Walter Clayton. Clayton picks up the personal foul. And now in the bonus for the Aggies. Pharrell Payne at the line, looking to add to his team-high 9 points. 57% free throw shooter, split a pair earlier, and he knocks down the front end here and gets one more. Speaking of our friend Jeffrey Melton, he would say that Payne is a pain in the tuchus so far tonight. 37-27. Payne in double figures, the only player in the ballgame.
I'm going to mark it down. It's 3:24 in the first half, and Buzz lost his jacket.
He'll sweat right through that dress shirt if he hasn't already started to.
Oh, he has.
Oh, he has, yes. This the second free throw. Gators on the offensive end to our right. Richard lost the dribble. He finds Houck right to the lane. Backdoor cut. Clayton catches. Get in there. No, his lay-in kind of falling out of bounds. Just missed going down. But Walter Clayton Jr. will go to the free throw line, taking a shove here. And boy, the cut was really kind of, how do I put this, precarious. There was a lot of black jerseys around him on the cut going baseline.
I have no idea how that pass got through, and that Walt actually caught it. There was no space on that backdoor cut for Tommy to thread the needle.
Free throw for Clayton. Free throw good. And Clayton now is 1 point away from reaching 1,100 points as a Gator. And he would be the 6th Gator to have 1,100 points in a 2-season stretch. And he's got it. Hits both free throws. The lead's 12 for Florida, 39-27. 3:04 to go in the half. Garcia to Washington on the right sideline. Bounce pass to the right low post. Back it out. Taylor refeeds mid-post right side of the lane to Payne. Payne spins, shoots to the hand locked in. No foul called. Shot short, goes out of bounds, and they're going to say it's off Florida. And everybody in orange and blue wants a change, and they get it. They get the call right, it'll be Florida ball length to the floor to go.
Micah with great defense again. He's got 5 rebounds on the night, but he's really changed the complexion at the rim since he's been in the game. I mean, his length has made a difference.
Yeah, the points to the paint thing has been turned off in a lot of respects. On a drift, Clayton catches right side of the floor. Spins out to Houck with the pass. Drive and kick to Martin. Corner left 3, no good. Rebound battle won by Payne. Handlock goes down. Broken floor, lob to the rim of the other end. Washington somehow catches, lays it in. It was a collision mid-flight. Martin was the other man airborne, and it's a foul on Elijah Martin, but this is a possible 3-point play for Texas A&M, who was pretty dynamite on the break.
That was really 2 athletic plays for Elijah to even challenge, and Washington making that was pretty incredible.
It was. And they needed it badly. They were 1 for their last 8 from the field. Just to try and make it single digits. 2:24 to go in the half. Solomon, Washington, Louisiana misses the free throw. So it's still a double-digit lead for the Gators, 39-29. Clayton on the left sideline. Bounces it to Houck, who dribbles away from the left wing, outside the arc, back to the left wing. Throws a skip pass over the top to Clayton. Clayton on the right sideline, drives, hugs it, kicks it out of the paint to Martin up top. Drilled it! Another 3-pointer for Elijah Martin. He is on his way, gang. He's got 4 threes in the ballgame. 4 for 6. And the ball tied up between the circles here. And the arrow belongs to the Gators. Phelps got tied up, and 2 Gators, including Clayton, jump in there to tie him up and take possession of the ball.
I think it was Tommy who may have poked from the weak side. He lost the ball. He went down to the floor, but the ball movement is just great. Last 2 possessions, we've had nice drives into the paint. The threes have been wide open on kickouts.
We've seen Martin go on a heater before. Here's Houck, spins, takes Garcia down the lane. Scooper at the rim, no good. A little bit of a tough angle right of the cup. Cleared by A&M. Phelps peels off the top of the lane, out to Taylor for a very deep 3, missed it. Rebound Washington, goes up, dunks with 2 hands. Look, they're the number 1 second chance point team in the country. I beg your pardon, second. They've got 9 on second chance in this one. 42-31. Gators leading ball with 1:12 to go in the half. Aberdeen chest pass caught by Handlock on top of the arc. Back to Aberdeen, but holding now on the right wing off the catch. 9 to shoot, goes around a wing screen, pulls the ball outside the 3-point line, backs it out to Clayton. The deep logo 3. Back iron, no good. Rebound up for grabs here. Handlock goes down to keep it alive. So does Payne, and Payne wins the battle and kicks it out to Washington. What an effort, though. 45 seconds left in the half. Bounce pass to Garcia, just off the right low post. They'll feed Phelps sideline right. Throws out of a trap to Garcia. Clayton knocked it loose. Garcia retrieves it near half court. Garcia drives in the lane. Climbs Handlock. Denied going to the cup. Ball goes out of bounds, and it belongs to Florida. And again, Handlockton has changed the way the game is being played inside the lane at the defensive end. Todd Golden's going to use a use it or lose it timeout here with possession and 32.4 seconds remaining in the first half. Florida trailed by 6 at 16-10. Got up by as many as 13 and leads here by 11. Florida has been awfully good playing out in front. When they lead at halftime, the Gators are 19-0 this season. And at home, 13-1 on the year, with an average margin of victory of 24.5 points per ball game. Publix Supermarket is proud to be the official supermarket of the Florida Gators. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. So the Gators have come out of the timeout huddle and will not have Micah Handlockton. Our own Kenna McGinnis reporting that Handlockton is bleeding near his left elbow. So they'll tend to that, but boy, he's been a defensive presence for the Gators here off the bench in the first half. Aberdeen and Clayton look to work past Carter here at half court. They get it across, 21 to shoot, 24 to play. Golden's going to look for probably the last possible shot here. They've really spaced the floor. To the right corner, Richard will pull the trigger. 3 balls down. Corner pocket for Will Richard. 8 for Richard in the half. He saw a look he wanted and took it. 7 seconds left in the half. Shot clock's dark. Off the high middle screen. Phelps picks it up. Shoots into a foul. Oh, no. I thought Houck was clean defensively. No, says Byron Jarrett. It's going to put Phelps on the line to shoot 3 with 1.3 seconds left. That's not a foul. The shooter initiated the contact. Houck got in position and an illegal guarding position and had verticality. First free throw's good. Hand-locked it. Will return with Condon. Second free throw is good. It's still going to be a double-digit lead for the Gators going into the halftime locker room. The foul on Houck, by the way, is his first. Phelps trying to complete the trifecta here. He does. All 3 free throws down. 1.3 on the clock, length of the floor to go. Condon into Richard, and they'll dribble the ball out here and take an 11-point lead to the halftime locker room. After being down 6, the Gators get after it here in the first half in Gainesville. What do you think the Aggies have been talking about since the end of the first half?
They've got to figure out how to guard the three-point line better. They've given up 8 threes in the first half. They averaged 9.5 per game in the SEC, so we're almost at that point already, and that's a high number.
Same starting 5 on both sides to begin the second half. Garcia holding at the top of the arc, pump fake from 3. Drives on Houck. We can't get below the left high post, so flip it out, reset. The Zurich Phelps. Phelps underhand pass back to Garcia. Another shot fake from 3 up top. Over to Phelps. He'll airball a wing left 3. Washington got it for the Aggies. Feeds Phelps. Rises elbow right. Missed a 15-footer. Rebound, tipped and saved and kept alive by Chinyelu, who was very limited due to foul trouble back in the first half.
Ruben played about 4 minutes, and that's all.
Clayton drives the left slot. Dumps it wing left. Richard for 3. Yeah.
They didn't talk very well about guarding the 3. They helped right off Richard, 1 pass away.
It's now 4 field goals for Will Richard. Pass out of bounds and off of Texas A&M, right through the fingers of Phelps.
Couldn't have asked for a better start to the half.
No, certainly not. Pair of stops and a 3, and now your largest lead of the game at 14. Clayton and Martin will work it across half court. Aggies guards sink back. Clayton on the bounce here between the circles. Houck setting up for his screen. He'll slip and catch. Houck gets below the left mid post. Resets to Clayton wing left. Walter drives deep wing left. 5 to shoot. Bounce pass to Houck. He's got to get to the rim. Houck gets past Garcia. Throws it outside. Quick trigger 3. Richard. Bang! Got it. Oh, he beat the shot clock buzzer. And an assist by Houck, and it's 51-34. Baseline fading jumper. Phelps missed that. Rebound Richard. Clayton transition 3. Back iron no good. That'd have been a real blow in the gut.
Great look for Walt, wide open.
Phelps rumbling down the lane is bumped. And we'll have a blocking foul on Thomas Houck.
You would think that Texas A&M would adjust a little bit, but anytime the ball gets close to the paint, whether it's a dribble or a post touch like Tommy, it just collapses. I mean, shooters are wide open. It's what we do best, Sean.
Yeah, it's almost as like we're funneling to the very thing that will kill them.
Right.
Right. Inbound to Payne. He was their man in the first half. Gets in the right side of the lane. Turns, pivots, shoots. Got it past Houck and scored. I don't know how he made that shot. Well defended. 18 paint points now for the Aggies. 2 more than Florida. Clayton on the left wing. Feeds Martin along the near sideline. Martin yet used the bounce. Hits a slashing Houck. Houck doubled on the catch. Out to Clayton. Clayton looks a man off. Driving kick back to Houck. and he drives to the left sideline, and a 3-second violation is called on Ruben Chignolu. Is that the first 3-second call of the year?
I think on us it is. I don't remember another one.
It's got to be.
Maybe one against us. I mean, from our opponent, but wow.
51-36 Gators. Taylor spins through 2, shot deflected, caught under the rim, and Payne on the catch rises and scores. 51-38. 14 for Payne to lead the Aggies. Martin wing left for 3. Little strong. Rebound spiked but caught by Taylor. Taylor up the left side of the floor to the baseline, under the rim, and bumped. Chignolu might have just picked up his 3rd. No, Will Richard.
Wade Taylor just slowed down a tad, and Will may have touched him in the back, but it was slight.
Taylor has not scored. He's 0 for 5, 0 for 3 from downtown, and at the line for the first time tonight. First free throw is good for Wade Taylor IV, the senior out of Dallas, Texas. Had 30 in a loss to Florida in the SEC tournament.
To hold Wade to 5 field goal attempts at this point is pretty good defense.
I would say so, because he is 4th in the conference in 3-point attempts per game. 7.5 attempted threes a game for Taylor. He cuts it to 11 with a pair of free throws. 51-40. Catching, Martin wing left. Try to go baseline. Can't get to the paint. Washington's got him bottled up. Jump pass on up top. Too much air under it. Garcia deflects it, runs to the other end, and dunks with 2 hands. And the Gators need another guard in there. It's Aberdeen waiting to check in. 51-42. Aggies have cut it to 9 now, outscoring the Gators 8-6 in the second half. 16:25 to go. Clayton off the high middle screen, takes the dribble toward the right sideline. Jump, skip pass, caught wing left by Richard. Richard, fake pass, dribbles in. Off the crossover dribble, goes to the rack and lays it in.
Will attacking the closeout. Nice job.
53-42. 16 for Will Richard now, coming off of a 30-point performance. Garcia holding between the rings, pitches it to his left to Wilcher. Quick bounce pass to Payne, well off the left side of the lane. They'll look to back down Chignolu. Bumping, trying to separate. Chignolu sticks to him, forces a pass out to Taylor. Taylor dribbles to the top of the arc, down the lane, shovels into Payne. Shot blocked by Chignolu. Shot clock violation. Second one on the Aggies here tonight, and it takes us to a timeout. Washington and Garcia otherwise. The Gators throw Clayton Aberdeen now with Richard, Houck, and Condon on the floor out of the timeout. Half-court trap in progress. Gators easily get through that. Aberdeen will get away from Clayton, who pitches it in the horn set to Houck above the left elbow. Houck pivots 360, now dribbles to his right. Give it to Richard. Houck gets it right back from him. Pass toward the corner is deflected out of bounds. 8 on the shot clock off A&M, so the Gators will inbound right next to their own bench. Todd Golden can coach Aberdeen here with a whisper. He's that close. Aberdeen on the trigger with Taylor trying to deny. Cutters over the top of the arc. Here comes Clayton to catch. Flips it to the trigger man, Aberdeen. Aberdeen squares the floor. Aberdeen with 4 to shoot. 3. Drives to the left corner. Step back long. 2. Off the front iron. No good. Rebounded by Taylor. He's weaving through traffic. Up the left sideline to Wilcher. Wilcher pitches back to Taylor, who will shoot from anywhere. Taylor's above the left side timeline. Bounce pass to Payne, wing left. Spins twice on Condon. Takes him into the color. Turns over his left shoulder. Push shot with the right hand, no good. Rebounded by Condon.
I like those baby hooks from 8 feet.
Aberdeen up the right sideline. Splits 2 going to the rim. He got fouled. There's no call. The ball goes out of bounds off A&M. How in the world is there not a foul on that?
Zell got whacked across the face.
As tightly as they called it earlier tonight, that's egregious. Garcia checks out. Henry Coleman in for A&M. Into the right corner to Clayton. Splits 2 with the dribble drive to the rim. Lay it up. It got jammed between the rim and the glass. That is a jump ball. The arrow belongs to Florida. And I think Clayton got hit on that too.
Thought that was the foul as well. And that was a strange play. Walter goes up for a layup. The ball gets pushed from underneath into the rim.
He gets stuck. It does allow. It shouldn't allow a sub. Ty Golden asked that question. They get Washington off and Jace Carter in. I guess it is allowable. Into Houck above the foul line. Tommy dribbles to his left, hands it off to Aberdeen. Aberdeen backs up with a between the legs dribble at the top of the arc. Picks it up, jump pass. Had to spike it. Houck saved it. Over the left wing to Richard. Richard drives and draws a foul on Wade Taylor. Blocking foul on Taylor comes with 7 seconds on the shot clock. Put it back up to 20, and the Gators will try this again, baseline left.
Not sure Denzel got that pass off before he came down.
I don't disagree. Hey, look, I'm willing to admit when they miss a call that favors the Gators, too. Into Houck. Houck turns the corner over the top of the lane. Sealed off by Coleman. Has to reset out to Aberdeen on the right front court angle. Back to Houck, top of the arc. Hands it off to Clayton. Squares, fires. Missed the three. Rebound tipped by Richard and Coleman out of bounds. It's off Coleman last. It'll stay with the Gators in this never-ending possession for the Gators here without a point. We'll start all over again.
We've ran a minute off the clock.
We have 14:20 to go now in the half. Aberdeen will trigger it right to the goal. Lobs it out to Houck, catching it beyond the three-point line. Bounces once, throws a skip pass caught by Aberdeen, wing right. Denzel drives, stops, pops, floater over the rim, no good. Weak side rebound grabbed by Carter. Carter sends it out ahead to Taylor for the Aggies. Taylor around the screen, short roll, give to Payne, goes to the rack, lay it up, no good. Condon was defending, rebound Aggies. Out to Wiltshire, wing left three, good. Waiting for him to get started. He's been good from three here of late, 5 for his last 11.
They don't play it more. He shoots it well.
Condon on the break into Houck. Reverse layup won't go, got his own miss. Back up, in and one. That's even better. That's even better, and Houck will go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. Look, it's one thing to beat a team off of a rebound or a turnover. It's another off of their own make, and the foul's on the shooter at the other end, C.J. Wiltshire, his first.
Beat them off their own make. Tommy does a nice job just getting a shot attempt off that pass and stays with it. That was an athletic play.
Houck's into double figures now with a 10 spot. Raises, shoots, and scores. 55-45.
6 for 7 from the line now. That's one area where we really struggled Tuesday night against Georgia.
I was not going to bring up the 11 missed free throws, but you made me. Handlocked and re-enters. He'll match up with Coleman. How good was Micah defending the rim in the first half?
He changed us defensively.
Catch by Wiltshire, wing left. Drives into Handlock into the cup. Missed it point blank. Rebound. Carter, there's a whistle. Carter got his shot blocked, but there is a foul here. It's going to be on Condon.
He changed it at the rim there, too.
It's 3 now on Condon.
Wilshire had to take a layup attempt over Micah just because of the size. It made him miss it, and then he blocks Carter. It was a clean block if there wasn't a foul away from the ball.
Crowd didn't like the replay. Free throw good by Jace Carter, who was scoreless last game. Astronaut High School in Titusville, Florida. Jace Carter is a senior. You know what the mascot for Astronaut High School is?
I'm going to guess an astronaut.
That would make sense. War Eagle.
War Eagle.
War Eagle. 56-47. The Aggies are winning the half. They've cut it to 9 now. It's an 11-point lead at the break by the Gators. Aberdeen, front court right, retreats now with a left-hand dribble. Works around a screen by Handlock, then but he's on the perimeter. Give it up to Condon. Condon now above the left foul line extended. Hands it to Martin. 8 to shoot. Taylor guarding with a hand on his hip. Feed Handlock and swing it wing right. Aberdeen with 3, 2. Wing right. Pull-up jumper off the iron. No good. Rebound Carter for Texas A&M. Another stop for the Aggies. And the Gators crowd now is not looking good. Carter's wing left 3. No good, but right to the lap of Coleman. Out to Wiltshire. Wiltshire fumbled the catch, otherwise he would have an open look for 3. Handed to Coleman, and he fumbled it away. Coughed it up to Condon. Gators 1 for their last 8 shooting. See a dribble drive from Clayton, and he's fouled before getting to the act of shooting. Foul on Garcia. It's his second. Team's third.
Let's make a little run here. Build that 15-point lead back.
Got to hit some
14.
shots, though.
Yeah.
Missed 7 of the last 8 into Clayton sideline left. Out to Condon. He'll take it over the top of the arc with a right-hand dribble. Throws backdoor, caught by Aberdeen. Changes sides of the rim. Throws out for the baseline. Swinging through hand lock to the Condon. Stripped by Taylor. Taylor 2-on-2 to the other end. Taylor rises. Wing left 3. Blocked by Condon. He stayed with the shooter as opposed to sinking to the lane. Gators right back to it. Martin to Clayton. Clayton passes up a 3. Drives right of the lane. Fumbled the dribble. Out of bounds. A&M gets it right back.
That was a huge box from Alex. I mean, Wade Taylor is all alone. Takes a long time. Doesn't think that Alex is going to come cover him on the 3. And that could have been a real momentum shifter if we follow that one up with a bucket.
You're not kidding. Athlete.
Crowd was ready to explode after that play.
Richard goes out. Houck comes in. Arcana gets a break too. Micah back in. Driving. Garcia down the lane. Draws a foul. They got Houck on an island there, and I'm not sure how they did it.
It's like a little pick and roll.
Yeah. This is 3rd on Houck. Klavjar quickly to the table.
Tried to stay vertical there. Here the Rowdies behind us. They don't like the call. I want to see a replay because it was pretty light.
Garcia at the line to our right. And I'll tell you what, as he hits the first free throw, for these being the 2 worst free throw shooting teams in the league, the Gators are bucking that trend at 6 of 7. Aggies are right about where they're supposed to be. 12 of 18, 67%. Second free throw down. So Klavjar came in for the Gators, and the Aggies will counter with Hefner, who's a long guard coming in on the visiting side.
We're going to get Wade Taylor a quick blow before the media timeout. Same with us and Walt.
And Klavjar almost turned it over. Kick ball by Carter. And then Carter throws the ball, and it hits the official. And Carter's going to say it was an accident. I don't know how that's an accident. He was frustrated. He got called for the kick violation, and he flipped the ball, just not realizing it was going to hit Jarrett.
Alert on that end, and to be stronger. He said the last few minutes we've let Texas A&M get too much. And then he talked about the pick and roll covers with Tommy Houck on that last play when Wade Taylor was isolated.
Aggies have outscored the Gators 15-11 in this second half. Both teams combined 2 for their last 15 shooting. Gators ball the end of our left, 10 to shoot as Aberdeen picks up his dribble left to the top of the arc. Needs a friend quickly. Klavjar pops out to catch. Pass to Houck and now to Martin on the right wing. Martin with 2 to shoot, 1 to shoot. Rises, baseline right jumper, side rim no good. Handlockton's got the rebound under the goal. Over to Aberdeen. Wing left for 3. Back iron, no. Rebound Martin up top to Klavjar. Klavjar drives the lane. Runner's good with the right hand. Pass up the 3. Hits the runner down the lane. 58-49. Phelps playing pick and roll with Garcia up top. Phelps picks up the dribble left side of the lane. Shoots into contact. Banked it in. Aberdeen didn't move, so no foul. Up the right sideline to Klavjar. Back it out, and it'll find Houck at the top of the arc. Quick handoff to his left to Martin. Martin never used the dribble before passing to Handlockton. Micah over the shoulder pass to Aberdeen. Drives from the right sideline. In the paint. 2-foot jump stop. Shoots and draws a foul. Foul on Hefner, the senior from Nederland, Texas. Careful with these Aggies, Lee Humphrey. They've rallied to win after facing double-digit second-half deficits 4 times this year. And they've clawed back to 7.
Not safe.
No.
7 points can evaporate quickly.
Well, Aberdeen needs to keep this free throw parade going for the Gators, although a small number. Gators 6 of 7 at the line as Aberdeen gets set to offer 2 to the rim. And the first one's good. 59-51. Aberdeen's good for both of his free throws. 6 points for Denzel, and it's a 9-point lead for Florida, who led by 11 at the break. Garcia between the circles, looking for Hefner. Guarded so well by Klobuchar, can't come get the ball. Garcia beats a 5 count, gets inside to Carter, and Carter draws a foul in front of the rim, and Handlock can't believe the call. An emphatic motion of the foul at the table by the crew chief, Doug Schaus. Todd Golden not necessarily in agreement here. What'd you see?
It's
a foul.
It's a foul. Yep.
It's the replay. Didn't lie on that one. Carter back to the line.
Got him with the body, not the hands.
2 for 2 is Jace Carter thus far. Played 2 years at Illinois, Chicago. So he's well traveled from Titusville, Florida to Chicago to the greater Bryan College Station Metroplex.
There's not many guys today that aren't well traveled.
You're not kidding. Carter splits the free throws, rebound in the zone, miss on the second attempt. It is out of bounds off Florida's leg. Specifically Elijah Martin's leg.
There's been a few times this season where the shooter has gotten their own offensive rebound and have somebody blocking out the shooter.
Yeah. In the Gators' defense, it hit the front iron, and ricocheted right back to Carter.
Back quick.
Yeah. Carter goes to the bench and has a seat. There's a screaming match with one of their assistant coaches. Inbound to Payne off the left baseline. Payne has a knock loose by Martin. Loose ball grabbed by Handlock. And back to Elijah Martin. Martin brings it across. Martin was red hot in the first half. Sends to Houck on the right wing. Bounce pass to a diving Martin. Goes down the lane. Missed a right-hand dunk. Handlocked and tied up on the rebound with Payne. The arrow belongs to Texas A&M on the held ball. I have no idea how Martin missed that right-hand dunk.
That was quite the rebound from Mike. He won't get the rebound, but came out of nowhere and forced a jump ball.
Mike has got 6 rebounds in the game. That's a team high. Payne was 7 rebounds to go along with his 14 points, the best the Aggies have had tonight. 60-52 Florida. 10-14 to go. Remember, the last 4 meetings have been decided by a combined 11 points. Phelps gives it up. Out to Taylor, front court left. Taylor guarded by Aberdeen. Dribbles between the legs. Stumbles with the dribble across the top of the key. Down the right side of the lane. Runs it up off the glass and in. What a shot. Wade Taylor now has his first field goal go in at 9:54 in the second half. Think about that for a second. A guy averaging over 15 a game. Martin off the right wing. Gives a handlock. It goes high-low into Howe. Catch. Bunnies up and scores.
And the last timeout, Coach drew up a play. They tried to get a high-low action. They couldn't quite get into it out of the timeout, and there they did.
62-54. Garcia holding between the circles. Look left, now a dribble handoff to his right to give to Phelps. He'll turn the corner, stop, shoots, 14-footer good. Timeout, Texas A&M. Todd Golden sends several different players into the lineup than what was on the floor at the timeout. Clayton, Aberdeen, Condon, Richard, and Handlock to now the Gators 5. 7 of the 22 A&M points in this half have come at the free throw line. Clayton off the high middle screen, plays pick and pop with Condon. Condon turns, bounces it to Aberdeen at the right timeline. Pass toward Handlock, then tipped by Phelps. And he tried to save it from going out of bounds, but hit the sideline with his foot in touching the basketball. So now 11 on the shot clock, and the Gators will inbound at that timeline right side.
We haven't at all in the second half gone to that backdoor action following the cut that we had a lot of success with in the first half.
Inbound finds Clayton. Cutters along the baseline. Clayton was left of a handlock to the screen. Looks a man off. Inside to a rolling handlock, and the pass was tipped and stolen. Washington for the Aggies. Up to Taylor. Angle left, deep three, no good. And they'll let it go out of bounds. Gators catch a break on the maybe
going in.
Yeah.
Right narrow line of sight this long.
Taylor's 1 for 8, 0 of 5 from three-point range. That means he is 7 for his last 30 from 3, dating back now 3 games. Aberdeen, chest pass to Condon, above the right left high post. Hand it to Richard on the wing. 3 ball. Got it. Oh boy, do the Gators need that. Richard with 19 points now. That's his fourth three-pointer of the game.
Will continuing the hot shooting. He's 7 for 9. He's 4 for 6 from 3.
65-56 Florida. 8:10 to go. Taylor, wing left three. That one does go. So Taylor knocks it down and he flexes as if he's been making them all night. 65-59. So each team trades a three to the other. 7:55 to play as Aberdeen's working the dribble near the top of the arc. Around the Condon screen to his right. Condon pops out, catches, angle left three. Nope. Rebound up for grabs. Handlocked and trying to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. And the last touch was Garcia.
That play on the underneath out of bounds following the timeout.
Aberdeen will pull the trigger. The music stopped, but the singing continues. Clayton and Richard, one each on the elbows. 20 on the shot clock. Aberdeen looking. Gets it in toward Condon. Makes the catch out in the left front court. Barely got it in. And off to Clayton. Clayton picks it up, feeds a sinking Condon back to about the left elbow. Throws over the top. Into the corner, Richard for three. Yo! That ball rotated twice on its way out of the corner and rinsed by Will Richard to make it 68-59.
There's us taking advantage of that X switch.
8th 20-point game of the season for Will Richard. Taylor, deep logo three off the left side. No good. Rebound Condon. Richard up the floor to Aberdeen. Denzel drives to the right side. Gets under the goal. Surrounded. Ball comes loose. Coleman trying to save it on the near sideline. Stepped on the boundary. It'll stay with Florida. There were about 6 fans who just saw their life flash in front of their eyes to our left as Henry Coleman at 6'8", 250 was coming into him to try and save the basketball.
He can move, and he's big.
Garcia out, Obaseki out. Wiltshire's come back for A&M. And Washington too. 68-59, 7 minutes to go. Clayton with the bounce working at the center jump circle. Gives to Condon, turns the corner, down the right side of the lane, gets to the rim, rises, dunks with 2 hands. Alex Condon. 70-59. Denied at the rim, but Coleman cleans up the miss by Phelps and lays it in on second chance. Brief 11-point lead, back to 9.
A&M getting out of transition, which they don't normally do.
No. Did so off the make. Condon catches above the left high post. Pass fake to the rack, and he dunked it with 2 hands. A 15-foot drive to the rim, and a timeout called by Buzz Williams and the Aggies. Know this, the Gators, when leading at the 5-minute mark, are 22-0 this season. Keep that in mind as we approach it. 6:10 to go in the half. Freeze, Taylor, crossover dribble, down the lane with a travel. They didn't call that, but they called a foul on Denzel Aberdeen.
That was exceptional defense from Denzel. I think Taylor traveled, and before that, he carried on the crossover. It looked like he was going to try to pick it up, and then he dribbled.
I thought Aberdeen was in a legal guarding position and stayed vertical, right?
I thought so, too. He was right in between Taylor and the basket.
Todd Golden is into the ear of Steven Anderson as Taylor goes to the line. That's the 16th foul on Florida. Not to mention they rule that Taylor was in the shooting act, which that's a bit of a stretch. First free throw is good. So Taylor, who just got his first field goal to go down just a couple of minutes ago, and has made up for it at the line a little bit with 4 made free throws. 72-63. Gators leading ball the end to our left. Deep three by Clayton. Oh, he ripped it. Way outside Walter Clayton Jr. That's like a 35-footer, 36-footer probably. Washington catches top of the arc. Out of control down the lane. Lost the handle. Got it back deep under the goal. Goes up. Shot blocked by Condon. Back into the hands of Washington. And then Washington hacked by Clayton along the left baseline.
Wow. That was...
A&M's in the bonus.
Walter talking to the official. I mean, I didn't see anything there, Sean.
He knocked it loose. Looked clean. We'll see if we get a little ball don't lie here with Washington at the line. 1-1. Long wait, raises, shoots, got it. Apparently it was a foul.
That still wasn't a foul.
I mean, partner, you could go get an ice cold Pepsi waiting for Washington to shoot a free throw.
I'm going to count the seconds next time.
Missed the second. Houck's able to grab a hold of it for the Gators, who lead by 11 with 5:31 to go. Clayton walks it across half court. Here comes Condon to screen up high. Clayton now darts down the lane, layup blocked. Condon, who was rolling, rebounds it, fouled on the second chance opportunity. Hit on the elbow, and Alex will go to the line.
Alex has had a great run right here.
Yeah. This is his best stretch.
Been great on the defensive end. Really impacted the rim on the drives last possession. There, offensive rebound. A couple good dunks earlier.
And he leads the Gators in assists right now with 4.
Wow. He's had a couple kickouts to three-point shooters. I know that.
First trip to the line for Alex Condon. This building gets awfully quiet. No good on the first. First missed free throw this half for the Gators. Only the second missed free throw all night for Florida. Chase Carter checks out for the Aggies. Zurich Phelps back in. Missed the second rebound, Houck. Wait, what? They called a foul on Houck. No way.
I mean, that was a long rebound that just, it was a rocket off the rim. That is, there's always contact on a block out, and I don't think you can give Tommy an offensive foul right there.
The congregation is foaming at the mouth now. Missed the free throw. Rebound. Loose. Richards got it. Ball don't lie.
The Rowdies did their job on that free throw.
Yeah, they did. Still an 11-point lead for Florida. Coming up on that 5-minute mark. High-low inside the handlock. It goes up. Shot blocked by Washington. And then on the miss, Washington fouls handlocked and battling for the rebound. So that'll put Florida now in the bonus at 5:06 to go.
Micah going into the free throw line for 1-1 right here. Should be.
Yeah.
No?
Yes, should be. 16 foul.
16 foul.
Scoreboard had it wrong. And it goes to Aberdeen. Aberdeen in the right corner. Works Wiltshire away from that corner to the three-point line. Same side of the floor. Aberdeen left-hand dribble. Off the screen by Condon. Driving kick. Richard for three. Bang! Got it. Will Richard have a night? He's got 25 with 6 3-pointers down.
30 at Georgia, 25 now.
Taylor drives to the rim from the right wing, and layup is good.
First uncontested layup I remember in a long time.
Yeah. 78-66. Clayton down the lane, looks a man off. Good with a left-handed layup. He did a Taylor on the Aggies. 80-66. Gators are 22-0 this year when leading under the 5-minute mark, or at the 5-minute mark. That's the case. Phelps, wing right, jump pass under duress to Washington. Hand it to Wiltshire up top for three. Back iron, pops skyward, and grabbed by Condon. Outlet pass to Aberdeen. Aberdeen up the right sideline. 4 minutes to play. Aberdeen spins, beats his man, throws to Condon. Pump fake from three. Kicks it back to Aberdeen on the right sideline. Drives the goal. Lay it up over the rim, no good. Handlocked and grabs it. Feeds Richard, wing left. Three's going to be short. I think it came off his hand funky. Aggies able to clear it. Phelps up the wing, up the right side of the wing, and bumped by Walter Clayton Jr. And that'll put Texas A&M back on the line on Clayton's third foul.
Do what we do. Rebound, defend, take care of the ball, make sure no turnovers, then went straight to the press break, setting up his tandem spread. We've seen a lot lately where we have our guards flashing to the corners. Tommy Houck flashing in from the half-court line to relieve that full-court pressure and then calling his next set play.
All right, Lee, thank you. Inside the Huddle brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. One free throw down, one more coming here from Zurich Phelps. Got it. Rolled over the front of the rim. That cuts it to 12. A&M's been able to hang around thanks to free throw shooting in this ball game. Aggies are 12 of 15 in the second half of the line. Gators trying to break that half-court press and do so as Aberdeen gets it across nearest us, front court left. Reset to Clayton at the center jump circle. 3:32 to play. Clayton still on the dribble, drifting to his right. Crossover dribble, puts his head down, drives on Garcia to the right low post. Spin 360, shoots on a fade. No, off the buckle. And rebounded by Taylor. Taylor chest pass wing left to Phelps. Phelps trying to drive. He's walled off by Richard. Bounce pass to Payne, who's been quiet for a stretch. Payne working block left. Into Houck. Shoots at the rim and scores. It took him 3 different pumps to get past Tommy Houck.
Tommy with 4 fouls did a good job not committing his fifth.
Cut it to 10. Richard saves it, wing right into Cook. Condon rises, scores in 1. Alex Condon's been dynamite here in the second half. He's back to the line here, looking to grow the lead to 13 for Florida.
That was a great pass from Will. I mean, he was fumbling the ball, recovered it quickly, got it to Alex underneath the basket.
Gators led 45-34 at halftime. They've outscored the Aggies by 1 here in the second half. Condon looking to add to his 10 points. He's sitting also at 7 rebounds. Too strong. Missed it. Aggies clear with Phelps. Phelps drives to the left side of the lane. Pitches outside to Wilcher. Right back to Phelps, sideline left. Pump fake from 3. Took it baseline, walled off. Hand to Wilcher. Corner left, falling out of bounds. 3 missed. Elijah Martin, who just checked in, secures the rebound and brings it up. Now he speeds up down the right side of the lane. Throws it to Condon, wing left. Long pass. Condon driving kick back toward Martin. It's through Martin and out of bounds into the Florida bench, but did it touch Taylor? It did. It'll stay with Florida almost into the right corner of the floor.
Tommy and Alex, they do such a nice job. As soon as they catch it, they make a quick decision. They either drive it or they pass to the open guy or they dribble into a handoff, and they don't sit and hold it.
And they're reading as they do that, right?
They are. They're reading as the ball is coming to them. They pretty much know what they're going to go do.
Payne checks out. He was their guy in the first half. He's been a non-factor in the second half. Lead is 12 for Florida. 13 to shoot as it finally finds its way to Walter Clayton out near the center jump circle. Clayton bounced it once, throws to Condon, who fended off Washington. Works him down the left side of the lane. Took a shot in the back, no call. Now doubled and tripled. They tie up Condon. The arrow belongs to Florida. 0.4 on the shot clock. Condon was in trouble anyway.
0.4 enough to get a shot?
It has to be
a tip?
Has to be a quick catch and shoot.
Okay.
Yep. You have 0.3. You have enough to receive and shoot all in kind of one motion. Anything less than that has to be, as you said, a tip at the rim. By the way, partner, you got 20 assists now in the game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your number is great.
Had 24 against South Carolina. That's the last time you had 20 plus. Into Houck. Corner left 3. Did he get away in time? No, says Steven Anderson. He hit the side of the rim anyway. And the Gators commit their first shot clock violation tonight, their 12th of the season.
Tommy took an extra step. There was that 10th of a second off the clock more.
How you feeling with 2:09 to go up 12?
Feel pretty good right now. Just make sure you don't turn the ball over. You should be okay. And expect A&M to start fouling anytime, so we're going to have to hit free throws.
Yeah. Both teams have 2 timeouts at their disposal. Both teams are in the bonus. A&M in the double bonus, by the way. Phelps brings it up. Turns out of a double wing right. Out to Garcia. Close out on a 3 attempt by Houck. Has to throw to his left, and he missed Wilcher. It goes out of bounds. And Wilcher screaming at Garcia, a senior. And the Aggies wasted possession by turning it over.
Garcia was wide open. I think probably should have just taken that 3.
That's 13 turnovers on Texas A&M. So far, the Gators have scored 14 points off those turnovers. Can add to that total here. That's another key factor in this ball game. Gators trying to stay securely in the 3 position in the conference standings. Clayton lobs for the rim. Condon couldn't get there because he was blocked out by Payne. Clayton should have just finished it on his own. Gators give it right back. Phelps top of the arc. Crossover dribble time. Gets past Condon, goes to the rack. Missed a layup. Rebound secured by Clayton. Outlet pass to Houck. Houck lobs for the rim. Richard catches, goes down, goes back up. Shot deflected. Condon grabs the loose ball, and he's fouled on a bunny at the cup. Bouncy Gators in front of the rim.
Love how we're attacking in transition off of these loose balls. You know, we're not slowing it down. We're still trying to put up points.
3rd foul on Jace Carter. A&M this year 5-7 on the season when allowing 70 or more points. The Gators at 82 right now. Condon will look to add to that. 2 shots. Missed the first. Off the back rim.
That's 3 straight from Alex now.
0 for 4 at all at the line. So he's stuck at 10 points, 8 rebounds, and a 30-second timeout called by the Gators here in between free throws. We'll keep it right here with 1:31 to play. And then it all wraps up here at home 1 week from tonight against Ole Miss.
And if we happen to lose that Alabama game, I guess we could fall into a tiebreaker with Tennessee. I don't know how that would work.
Yes. Second free throw good for Condon, so he splits them. Timeout Buzz Williams after Taylor was operating front court left. Out of the Aggie timeout. Texas A&M ball at the floor to our right. To Taylor, baseline, drives into the paint, leaves for Payne. Shot tipped by Condon, goes out of bounds, and it's off Texas A&M. Payne says he wants it reviewed, so does Buzz Williams. We might have our first review with 1 minute and 16 seconds remaining in regulation.
That's probably the under for most games.
Absolutely it is.
A&M has offensive rebound. We've made it tough for them to get those putbacks at the rim off of offensive rebounds.
There's a chance it gets overturned. It may have been last touched by Thomas Houck. I don't know if the evidence here by the video ball stands. There you go. I don't know if there was enough evidence to overturn it. 18 of Florida's 24 wins have been by 13 or more points. Where it stands right now. Full court pressure this time by the Aggies. Martin spins, gets away from Phelps, and then Phelps reaches out and fouls Martin as he was about to break the press at half court. So 1:09 to go. And this should be 2 free throws and double bonus for Elijah Martin.
Solid ball
Might be the
handling.
9th team foul. Yeah, it is the 9th. So 1-1.
1-1. Elijah with some solid ball handling there. Protected it well against pressure.
The spin dribble was as good as a pass.
Oh, it was.
To keep possession, advancing. Free throw good. Elijah was really good in the first half. Most all of his scoring in the first half. Martin at the line for the first time tonight with 13 points now in the game. In fact, all of his scoring was in the first half prior to these free throws. Both free throws are good. Taylor brings it up, bounce pass to Payne, right foul line, center. And it back to Taylor, goes to the baseline with the dribble, goes to skip pass to the left side of the floor to Garcia to Wilcher, stripped loose by Houck. Ball loose. Houck, pass half court to the rim, and he dunks it with the right hand. Thomas Houck with a steal and dunk to seal this sucker, 87-70.
Exclamation point right there, Tommy. Nice.
Pocket pass inside and a kick ball call. Richard thought he had a steal and a pass intended for Garcia, who turned an ankle. And Garcia's limping. Looks like they're going to send Washington in for Garcia. Will Richard, 30 on Tuesday, 25 tonight. Second time this season a Gator has scored 25 in back-to-back games. Got to go back to the non-conference when Clayton had 27 against Virginia and 25 against Arizona State. Taylor on the trigger. Holds it over his head. Into Phelps. Phelps wing right. Closed out by Richard. Contested 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound by Condon. That's his 9th rebound of the game. Gators can bring it across. Shot clock will expire before the game clock. Todd Golden tells Clayton to pause here, calls the zipper play. They may just take a shot clock violation. 10 to shoot. Maybe not. Here goes Clayton in motion here to his left. Clayton drives past Wiltshire, lays it up toward the rim, grabbed by Houck and laid in. 13.8 to go. And a turnover by the Aggies at half court. Unforced. It's off Phelps out of bounds. Just right of Steve Egan. And this crowd here in Gainesville, sold out, is loving it. 11.4 seconds to go. Richard gets it into Clayton, and he can hold. And the chant rising from behind us. It's great to be a Florida Gator. The final horn sounds. Chomp this one up for the Gators. 89-70, the final. Florida defeats Texas A&M. And the Gators